dead on the north side after a home invasion overnight. We'll have the latest details from a press conference from this morning. And more details on that breaking news CBS just brought in the last hour as the affidavit that allowed FBI agents to search former President Trump's home is unsealed. We'll walk you through what we've learned. This is News 3 Now at noon. Good afternoon, I'm Mark Kay. Madison police are investigating after a masked intruder was shot and killed inside an apartment on the city's north side. In a news conference, Police Chief Sean Barnes said a 911 call was made around 2:30 this morning from the 1700 block of Packers Avenue. Officers arrived on scene and found a masked man with a gunshot wound and a woman and small child who lived in the apartment. The man was pronounced dead at the scene.
So we don't think there's any other danger to the community. However, we will be stepping up patrols in this area, talking to our community partners. If someone may have a surveillance system outside their home, or sometimes referred to as a doorbell camera, please let us know. We want to take a look at that to see if we can piece together what actually happened here.
While it's early in the investigation, Barnes said he believes the castle doctrine may protect the people who lived in the home from being charged. A Deforest teen was taken into custody after police say they attacked a woman on the Yahara River Trail. Officers say the victim was on the trail near Conservancy Plaza and Conservancy Court around 3 yesterday afternoon when she was beaten. Police found the 16-year-old a short time later and took them into custody. The woman was treated for non-life-threatening injuries. Officers say the attack was random and the teen acted alone. New at noon, a Sparta community is mourning after a teen was killed in a crash. Police say the 16-year-old exited a road near the intersection of County Highway BC and Fairway Road around 9:30 last night. They determined the vehicle rolled and came to a stop in a shallow creek at the bottom of an embankment. Family and friends of the teen went looking for him. After he didn't arrive at his destination, they eventually found the teen and called 911. Emergency crews pronounced the teen dead at the scene. The Monroe County Sheriff's Department is working with the Sparta School District to provide counseling for students and the teen's family. Also noon this afternoon, a green alert has been issued for a Racine County man who hasn't been seen since Tuesday. Police say 34-year-old Robert Neal was last seen leaving the Veterans Outreach Center in Racine Tuesday night. Wednesday and Thursday, employees from the center went to Neal's home to check on him, but they couldn't find him. Neal's described as 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 165 pounds. He was last seen wearing a white T-shirt and khaki shorts. Officials say Neal may be traveling in a black 2018 Honda Civic with the license plate number AJS 5340. If you see him, call police. Well, tensions rose during a hearing for Darrell Brooks in a Waukesha courtroom today. Around 10:30, the Waukesha County District Attorney called out Brooks for sleeping in court. Brooks' attorney had to wake him up. Soon after, Brooks had an outburst and had to be escorted out of the courtroom. The court was then forced to take its lunch break. This comes as Brooks and his defense team were denied 2 major requests during day 2 of a motions hearing. The judge denied a motion to dismiss evidence found during a search of Brooks' jail cell last month. The judge also denied the defense team's request to throw out the first interviews Waukesha police conducted with Brooks. Let's head to the weather center now. Meteorologist Greg Barnhart has a look at your certified and most accurate forecast. Nice start to the day.
It is. Clouds have actually scattered out. You can see the visible satellite right now. It's cleaned up pretty well across at least south central. We still got some cloud cover southwest. We'll see a few of these feral cumulus pop up, but overall, that drier air is pushed south. As you can see, temperatures right now ranging from the mid-70s, low 70s, pretty more comfortable than we had yesterday. We zoom in to the Dane County area. We can see that we're right around the low 70s for most of the locations. We'll see it climb up a little bit higher today, but the noticeable difference right there is the dew points. We've seen 10 to 15 drop from mid to upper 60s today. Now we're yesterday to the upper 50s today. So definitely a drier air mass is evected in, which is going to make for a really pleasant day and actually night. So this afternoon, this evening, things to look at. A few clouds out there, otherwise pleasant, less mild, and you could probably say near perfect conditions for tonight's football action that goes on. And I'll tell you more about what's going to change coming this weekend here in a little bit.
All right, Greg, we'll see you then. Thank you. We are learning new details about why the FBI searched former President Donald Trump's Florida residence. This morning, the Justice Department released a redacted version of the affidavit the FBI used to get the search warrant. Skylar Henry reports from the White House.
Nearly 3 weeks after FBI agents searched former President Donald Trump's Florida residence for hundreds of documents, some marked classified, that were taken from the White House to his residence, the Justice Department has filed a redacted version of the affidavit used to obtain the search warrant. Parts of the document are blacked out. Justice Department officials had opposed releasing the full affidavit, saying earlier this week they're very concerned about the safety of the witnesses involved in their investigation into Trump's alleged mishandling of classified information, some of which went to the level of top secret. Affidavits usually remain sealed during an investigation, but media organizations, including CBS News, successfully argued for greater transparency about key records behind the search. According to legal documents already made public, federal agents are investigating potential violations of federal laws, including impeding an investigation, removal of classified national security records, and violating parts of the Espionage Act.
It seems unlikely that any judge would have issued a warrant for a former president's home if it hadn't been a very strong case.
On social media Friday, Trump insisted that the government had no right to search his residence. Skyler Henry, CBS News, the White House.
Meanwhile, another federal court judge has given the former president's legal team until the end of the day to explain in further detail why he's requesting a special master should be appointed to review the documents seized from his residence. A federal judge set a trial date for a former U.S. Navy engineer and his wife accused of trying to sell classified information about Navy submarines to a foreign government. Jonathan and Diana Toby's trial date is January 17th. The judge rejected plea agreements for both of them last week. The Tobys are accused of coordinating 3 separate drop-offs of SD cards containing classified information about nuclear submarines. They were allegedly given thousands of dollars in cryptocurrency for the information, which they believe was going to a foreign government, but it was actually an FBI sting operation. 2 people accused of stealing Ashley Biden's journal and other items pled guilty in Manhattan federal court. Ashley is President Biden's daughter. Amy Harris and Robert Kurlander admitted to stealing Biden's belongings and selling them to conservative media group Project Veritas for $40,000. The 2 pleaded guilty to 1 count of conspiracy to commit interstate transportation of stolen property. The charge carries a maximum sentence of 5 years in prison. Google will start to label places that offer abortion services. The company says it'll be prominently displayed in its search and map products to help women locate the medical procedure. Facilities will be labeled as provide abortions and might not provide abortions. Google said it's going to confirm available services by calling the businesses directly or using reliable data sources. Well, next Wednesday, August 31st, marks 25 years since Princess Diana's death. Diana was riding in a car with her boyfriend, Dodi Al-Fayed, in Paris as the paparazzi chased them on August 31st, 1987. Their driver was reportedly drunk and crashed into a tunnel. Diana was just 36 years old. A quarter of a century later, she is remembered for her charity work, iconic style, and charm. Nichelle Nichols spent part of her life pretending she was in outer space, and now the late actress will spend eternity there. Celestis Memorial Service Flights announced it is launching Nichols' remains into deep space. She'll be in good company with the remains of fellow Star Trek icons Gene Roddenberry, Major Barrett Roddenberry, and James Scotty Doohan. Fans can send tribute messages that will be launched with them. Nichols famously portrayed Lieutenant Uhura in the original Star Trek series. She was 89 years old. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including a vote out of California that could end up changing the U.S. auto market, and 2 companies teaming up to make sure that you'll always have cell phone signals no matter where you are.
You're watching News 3 Now at noon. iMart Express owns selection, price, and speed. Need single vision? Get 2 pairs starting under $40. Progressives, 2 pairs start under $80. Nobody beats us, guaranteed. iMart Express. Right glasses, right price, right now.
Enhance your deck with new wood stain and finishes. Right now from Menards. Protect your outdoor wood projects with Cabot stains and finishes. These long-lasting finishes will enhance their look and offer protection against the elements. Cabot premium wood care products deliver unbelievable quality and satisfaction guaranteed. Hurry in and get 11% off Cabot exterior stains and finishes. Get 11% off everything right now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
I'm Tim Michaels, and I know a thing or two about construction. But sometimes, before you start building, you have to tear things down. That's why I'll dump Beaver's job-killing agenda. totally demolish the woke liberals' anti-police agenda. And hammer Madison's special interest. I'm Tim Michaels. I'm a businessman, not a politician. Tony Evers and his liberal friends have made an absolute mess of Wisconsin. We've got a blueprint to rebuild. But first, we need to do a little demolition.
Ugh-stipated. Feeling weighed down by a backed-up gut. Miralax is different. It works naturally with the water in your body to unblock your gut. Free your gut, and your mood will follow.
Hey, we're here at the local farmers market where Informed Choice Insurance Agency is offering fresh, hand-picked local Medicare. What do you mean when you say shop local for Medicare?
A lot of Medicare health plans have benefits that are specific to your county. So why would you call a national 1-800 number when your local Medicare plans have all the bells and whistles the national TV ads promise, only better?
Don't be fooled by national TV hype. When it comes to your Medicare options, keep it local with Informed Choice Insurance Agency, and their services are free.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Donate today.
How do we make your glasses the same day? It's all done in store. Our skilled techs handle your glasses from start to finish, getting them back the same day. Quality, affordable glasses made in store, only at iMart Express.
Authorities in California have voted to require all new cars, pickup trucks, and SUVs to be powered by electricity or hydrogen by the year 2035. The move from the state's Air Resources Board could reshape the U.S. auto market. The plan would allow California residents to continue to buy, sell, and drive existing gas-powered vehicles. Elon Musk's Spacex, Starlink satellite unit, and wireless carrier T-Mobile are teaming up in an effort to eliminate so-called cell phone dead zones. Those are spots where there's little or no cellular coverage. At the SpaceX rocket facility in Texas, the company has announced that they will provide cell phone users with network access by connecting phones directly to satellites in orbit. That would cut the need for cell towers in locations that lack them. SpaceX has launched nearly 3,000 low Earth orbiting Starlink satellites since 2019. And in Lansing, Michigan, workers at a Chipotle Mexican grill restaurant voted to form a union. The move would make the outlet the first U.S. Chipotle location to unionize. That's your CBS Money Watch report. For more, head to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Rough day on Wall Street so far. The Dow Industrial is down 638 points. The NASDAQ off 348. The S&P 500 down 97. Our call for action volunteers are in the building, taking your consumer complaints and taking action on your behalf. You're taking a live look at the Call for Action studio. Volunteers are here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You can call for action right now at 608-270-2833 or submit a claim anytime at channel3000.com/call for action. We come back. Pam has today's egg prices, and Greg takes a look at your weekend forecast. And then today on Live at 4, we sit down with a former columnist for the Capital Times who's written a biography about a former police chief in Madison turned priest, David Cooper. We'll be back.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress preview sale is going on now. Save up to $1,000 on Serta, up to $800 on Purple, and up to $700 on Tempur-Pedic. Plus special financing and free furniture on select mattresses. It's the Labor Day preview sale, this week only at Ashley.
Velco Factory Direct. What does that mean? It means no middleman, no overpriced, underperforming windows. It means getting what you want, when you want, without breaking the bank. It means when you buy one window, you'll get one free. Yes, free. It means quality craftsmanship, custom designs, and a lifetime warranty. It means a team of window professionals dedicated to one thing above all, your delight. Buy one window, get one free, ends Labor Day. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Velco.
Rocket drive block? Russia pole crush? Jam a grand slam? Drunk? Drunk? That'd be insane. Rolling that? Rolling this? Roll together? drunk? That would be super insane.
Hey, all you ladies and guys.
Drive sober on the road.
No matter how many wheels you roll.
Come on, Brian.
Dad, look.
Brian, come on.
I'm Courtney.
I'm Brian.
Ready, Brian? Summer won't last forever, but you can go out and make memories that will during Toyota's National Sales Event.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, a 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. See your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com to learn more.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ashley's Labor Day preview sale is going on now. Don't miss 30% off furniture, plus an additional 15% off, or no interest for 60 months. It's the Labor Day preview sale, and it's this week only at Ashley.
News 3 Now joined with the Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County for the Back to School Supplies Drive. We asked for your help, and you responded.
We've got this whole rowboat filled just from this morning.
Thanks to your generous donations, hundreds of backpacks filled with school supplies were distributed to area students to help them get ready to succeed.
Being able to save them some money and let them kind of finish their summer with peace is very important.
Working with our community partners to make this a better place to live. News 3 Now.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's check in now with Pam Yankee from the Midwest Farm Report. We made it to Friday.
Yes, we did. Absolutely. And it's kind of a big day for our commodities. You mentioned that the Dow Jones Industrial Average has been a little bit soft today, but my commodities are red hot. At 1:30 today, right after the close of the markets, the Farm Progress Crop Scout report is going to be out. And that has been something that a lot of people have been following all week long. I think that it's in about its 20th year of providing boots on the ground information on what we're really seeing as far as potential yields in a lot of the major growing areas. I've been talking about this all week. The Pro Farmer Crop Tour is something that does not come to Wisconsin, but this year they probably should. I listened in on comments from the scouts yesterday. They were in southwest Iowa. That's been an area that has suffered with high heat and very little moisture. As they expected, the yields are down for both corn and soybeans. Then you get to eastern Iowa, and they said yields were much more on average. Now, at 1:30 this afternoon, they're putting all the numbers together for some of the expectations on the national scene. And I'll tell you what, right now we are double digits higher on new crop corn as well as soybeans. We'll wait and see what happens. But if you're somebody that's looking for a position in the marketplace, or if you're looking to maybe get rid of some of the cash options that you might have around, try to follow the activity later this afternoon. Talk to your grain elevators, your risk managers, and make sure that you don't miss out on these opportunities. They did it specifically on the close so that you know you're rolling into a weekend where not all tools may necessarily be available. Barrel cheese today in Chicago up to at $1.88 1/4. 40-pound block cheese, though, down to at $1.74. Double A butter, here we go again, up 4 3/4 cents. We're at $3.08 1/4 per pound now, Mark. That's a pretty substantial bounce since our little faux pas earlier in the week. But that's getting a little toppy. When we get over that $3 mark as far as butter, you know there's a correction probably just around the corner.
Well, so we should sell?
I don't know what we should do. If we knew what we should do, we wouldn't be sitting here, buddy.
That's for sure. All right, well, have a good weekend.
You too. See you later.
The world's biggest beer party is back for the first time since the pandemic. Canceled it 2 years ago, but brewers preparing for Oktoberfest say now something else is trying to spoil the fun. CBS's Ian Lee reports.
A little bit of music and a lot of beer makes for a pretty great party. And Oktoberfest in Germany, well, that's legendary. Where carrying beer is an art form, and men dress in lederhosen and women in dirndls. With pandemic restrictions now kaput, folks can once again say Prost. That's cheers in German. But if it's not one thing, it's another. This brewery manager says dark clouds are gathering over the beer industry. We have a looming energy crisis and gas shortage. Beer makers blame the war in Ukraine for hiking the cost of all the ingredients for a good time. Energy prices have shot up more than 400% at Velton's brewery, which makes more than 500,000 gallons of beer a day. He says returnable glass bottles have gone up 80% since April, and malt has doubled in price to historic heights. That could leave a bitter taste for beer drinkers because that increase will be passed on. the cost of a 2-pint mug of beer will go up 15%. That's about $2. But after a few steins, they might not notice or even care.
Just drink it!
Ian Lee, CBS News, London.
Yeah, I think you're right, Ian. Oktoberfest will take place in Munich, Germany from September 17th to October 3rd, but the festival is celebrated in cities around the world. Let's check back now with Greg for a look at your weekend forecast.
Yeah, Mark, we're actually looking at nice conditions outside. A few cumulus clouds out there. We'll have probably a few cirrus here later on, but overall it is a much nicer and especially drier out there. You'll notice the dew points have dropped. So you can see overall, big picture-wise, we've got action out to the west, but all that, we've got northwest flow, drier flow, so we are in between stuff right now, which gives us a nice, pleasant conditions to speak of. As we go into the future right now, you can see we have a series of systems that are going to come through here starting Sunday and Monday, but nothing really that strong. But the pattern will start to become more unstable, and showers and thunderstorms coming into the Monday time frame is what we're going to be paying attention after we get through that. The good news is once this passes about Tuesday, next week and almost through Labor Day looks to be dry and at least starting off very pleasant with the heat really starting to build out west, and that could be something we'll look for as we get closer to Labor Day and there afterwards. But for the meantime, after we get through Tuesday, dry, northwest flow, and good conditions. But for tonight, we're looking at futurecast. We're looking at upper 70s, near 80, and a few spots, mid 70s, light winds, very few clouds as we go through the evening hours for all your activities and the night's activities with football going on. Temperature should fall out about to the low 60s by the time the games are over, and then overnight we should drop back down into the upper 50s, mid 50s in certain areas, and we could see some patchy fog once again, especially in the river valleys as we cool off again. Tomorrow, a few more clouds are going to start coming in. That action that was out to the west you saw is going to head north, but we'll start seeing the flow turn around more subtly, so then the temperatures and dew points will start to increase. Now, we mentioned that we had a pretty good August so far with precip, but that looks to change, at least according to the CPC Climate Prediction Center, as we go into September. We're showing a better shot of getting drier than average, and maybe temperatures a little bit above average too, but most of it stays out west. So we've ended month of August well, and we've actually are about average for the yearly precip at Madison too. The extended, as we saw, 81, 82, very humid conditions Sunday and Monday. You'll notice the dew points back to near 70. Otherwise, timing looks to be Sunday, Monday for the showers and thunderstorms. Well, then we'll dry out, and it looks like the whole week we have really nice mid-70s conditions, and our average right now should be 76. So it's going to be a nice day, and could be a nice Labor Day too, Mark.
Looking good after, I guess, Sunday and Monday.
Yeah, we just got to get through that. You will notice the summer is back those 2 days because dew points will definitely climb back up to about 70. So it will be muggy again. But yeah, once we get past that, it should be nice.
All right. Thank you, sir. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, we'll see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Hey, I've got something for you to add to your to-do list this weekend. Now, before you go rolling your eyes, let me assure you, it's something I know you're going to love.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient, full-line automaker. Hurry into a local Honda dealer where new vehicles are arriving daily.
My husband said to give our house more curb appeal, so I started painting. Then I went on Google and looked up the meaning of curb appeal. It said to make it more nicer. So I called Replacement Window Center, and they put in new replacement windows.
Get free installation and 0% financing for 18 months. Free installation and 0% financing. Hurry, call now.
Replacement Window Center. Our name says it all.
Senator Johnson's working family defined him. He and his brothers and sisters were raised by two loving parents with deep faith who taught him the value of work. As a young man, he shoveled driveways, mowed lawns, delivered papers, caddied, played Little League Baseball, and baled hay on his uncle's farm. At 15, he got a dishwashing job at Walgreens Grill and became night manager before he was 16. After college, he married Jane, his wife of 45 years, and moved to Oshkosh to start a manufacturing business with Jane's brother. For the first year, the two traded 12-hour shifts. Over the next 30 years, Senator Johnson performed just about every task in that business. He installed and operated the equipment, loaded trucks, kept the books, and sold its products all over the world. His business didn't export jobs, it exported plastic. His quiet but extensive charitable work was never done for show, but simply to lend a helping hand, a value he learned from our parents. He's my brother and my best friend.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Are you ready to make junk disappear?
I am so looking forward to this. We make junk disappear. All you have to do is point.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
We'll be there before you hang up the phone.
No matter how long your to-do list is this weekend, do yourself a favor and start your day off with a homemade coffee cake, hot from the oven. And if you're thinking, there's no way I'll have time for that, just wait until you see how easy it comes together. We start with one of my favorite supermarket shortcuts, a package of refrigerated buttermilk biscuits. We cut each biscuit into 6 pieces. After placing them in a bowl, we generously coat them with melted butter. Easy enough so far. Now for the wow factor. In a bowl, we combine some brown sugar, chocolate chips, chopped walnuts, and a bit of cinnamon. This gets tossed with the dough. Then we place it in a cake pan and bake it off. By the time we put on a pot of coffee and whip together our 2-ingredient glaze, it's done. And don't even think about grabbing a knife to cut this, because it's designed to be pulled apart one buttery piece at a time. To get the recipe for our pull-apart coffee cake, just head over to our website. I'm Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen with Kelly, where today we found a hot from the oven way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
Next, outer space mission. The Artemis 1 mission scheduled to launch Monday morning. The unmanned space launch system rocket will carry the Orion Spacecraft, which will go beyond the moon before it comes back to Earth. Orion will travel further than any other spacecraft built for humans has ever flown. Artemis 1 scheduled to crash into the Pacific Ocean on October 10th. That's going to be exciting. We haven't seen a big launch in a while. And the weather should be good in Florida? No hurricanes or anything?
Right now, no hurricanes. Actually, we were talking about that. It was first time, almost in third time in 6 years, we may not have a hurricane through the whole month of August. So things could change, obviously, as we get towards the peak in early September. But for us, we don't have to worry about that this afternoon. Upper 70s, mostly sunny, mild, a few clouds. We're looking at tonight, clear skies, cooler, mid-50s. Still some patchy fog out there, but mostly River Valley areas. And then we're looking at tomorrow, once again a little warmer, partly sunny and warmer, getting up to the low 80s. Otherwise, the humidity comes back for Sunday and Monday with thunderstorms and showers in the forecast. And then the rest of next week may get in the mid-70s, and that could extend all the way to Labor Day, Mark.
All right. Summer's not giving up yet.
Not yet.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back here at 4 o'clock. In the meantime, have a great afternoon.